Hey, welcome to ManKitchenRecipes. I am Kevin, and today we made fried chicken in the Z-Grill's pellet grill. Look at that. That's right. Fried chicken in a pellet grill. I got to tell you, it looks pretty darn good. I haven't tasted it yet, but first I smoked it, brought them up to 140 degrees, and before I deep fried them. And anyway, check out the how I did this. And if you're going to do it, please be safe about it. The Z-Grills does not have the what's that called in the pellet grill, where you can open it up and so if grease does spill for some reason, it's not going to fall right into the fire pit. So the Z-Grills is pretty safe. Just use caution if you try doing this. It works great. I had to turn up my Z-Grill up to 460 degrees, the high, to get the oil up to 350. So it worked. It looks fantastic. Go check it out. I'll come right back and give one of these a try. All right, for these smoked deep fried chicken legs, I'm going to get these in the Z-Grills at 250 degrees. We're going to get some smoke on these probably for close to an hour. We're running 250, just dropped to 245 when I open the lid. So I'm going to check these in about 30 minutes. I'll spin them around. We want to get these up to about anywhere between 135 and 145, so right around 140 if possible, and then we'll go on to the deep frying part. Right, we are 30 minutes through. I know they're not going to be ready, but we will check them. $98. 107 over there. 120 here. 128. Okay, well, we're getting there. I don't know if we're going to need to go the full hour to get them to 140. Why is that one there so cold? Oh no, I must have hit something different. 101. All right, well, I'm going to turn these, and I'm going to turn these like this because I'm going to deep fry these things in the pellet grill and in a Dutch oven. So it's I'm going to let this warm up for the next 30 minutes, and I will end up putting a thermometer in when I add the oil, but I'm just going to get the cast iron heated up. When these are ready, we'll turn up the pellet grill up to 350, but that's what I've got going on right now. We'll see in about, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. Right, I just came out and temped these, and they're all hitting right at 140, so that's why they're kind of out of shape. So I'm going to take these off. We're going to let them cool down a little bit. Got the chicken in the house. Now I'm going to turn up my Z-Grills to 350. Let's take this lid off. Load it up with some oil. Get over here so I'm not right in front of the camera. Okay, I want to fill this up approximately halfway. That's probably going to be, I think that'll work. Okay, just so I know what my temp of the oil is, I'm going to put one of these in here. And I'm going to have it angled, because once I put the lid on, it's going to push it down. It should work. Getting pretty close anyway. So right now the oil will heat up. I want to get it up to 350. I've got the Z-Grills up to 350, so we're going to close this lid and let it heat up. Probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes. All right, we'll be back. Okay, so for my deep fried chicken, I'm going to use a cup and a half. I might not need that much. There's only 6 legs. Yeah, put a cup and a half of flour, 1/3 cup of cornstarch. And then I have what I season them with is salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, and onion powder in here. So I'm going to use 1.5 tablespoons of that. And then I'm going to get that mixed up. And in this other bowl, I'm going to fill it with some buttermilk. Okay, so I've got some low-fat buttermilk. Okay, so I'm going to get some buttermilk in here, and we're going to dredge the legs in here and go into the flour. I think I'm going to go for a little extra of the seasoning in the buttermilk. Just a little bit. All right, get this set up. Okay, so my chicken is cooled off. It's like very cool. It's not even, it's slightly warm at the most. So let me move this stuff out of the way. All right, we'll get you over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dredge, the chicken that we already just smoked. So it's got the smoky flavor. So we want to dredge it in the buttermilk. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot one step. Before I get this going, I don't know how I forgot this, but you want to put some water in your flour. Start with like a tablespoon. You want to get this mixed up really well. And what you want to do is you want to get it flaky and crumbly. So then when it coats your chicken, you've got a nice coating. And it'll give you a nice crispy, crunchy deep fry. Okay, you want to make sure you get this water mixed in really well. I think I want just a tad bit more water. Maybe like another teaspoon. You'll see here in a minute what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is what you're kind of looking at. It's kind of flaky, a little bit, it's thicker. Now, it'll get thicker anyway as you add your chicken legs in here with the buttermilk on it. But you want to have it kind of flaky like that. So when you take your chicken leg and you put it in your dry ingredients, what you're going to end up with is this chicken leg is already going to look nice and flaky. So when that deep fries, that's going to stay like that. And you're going to get a really nice crust. All right, so let me get these done. Okay, so I've done 3 and buttermilk has gotten in here. So I want to go ahead and use your fingers and break it all up. But you'll see it's got that nice shaggy look, I guess you could say. All right, that is nice and coated. And we're going to let these sit for 3 or 4 minutes. We'll check on them. I ended up having to turn my Z-Grill up to high to get up to 350 degrees. We are there. Okay, take the lid off. Let's get our chicken in there. I'm going to do 3 because I don't want my oil to get too cold. Okay, close it down. We're going to go for about 7 minutes. All right, we're hitting 7 minutes. I just want to tell you too, if you do this, don't leave your grill. We got to stay out here while these are frying up. Give it a look. Oh yeah, they look good. Look at that. Look at those crispy fried chicken legs. All right, let me get the other 3 in. I'll run those in the house so they don't get cold because it's a little chilly out here. All right, we're going to go 7 more minutes. 7 minutes on these. Yeah. All right. Be back in 7 more minutes. Now, if you're doing a big batch, you want to make sure that your heat gets back up to temperature. This batch did. Oh yeah. Okay, let me get them all together. We'll come back and do a taste. Look at that. Look at that, right out of the oil. Right, look at that. Fried chicken from a pellet grill. Look at that. Before we go out and do a taste test on one of these, let me just cut into one. See how we did. Look at that. Still nice and juicy. All right, I'm gonna go give this one a try. Here's the one that I just cut open, and it looks fantastic inside. It's very juicy. It got my plate all wet. Anyway, I'm gonna just tear that piece off right there with the skin. I'll take a bite of that. Wow. I don't know if you can hear how crunchy that is, but man, that is very good. Oh. Like I mentioned, if you're going to try this, it's called the sear plate in the Pit Boss. But if you're going to try this, like I said, the Z-Grills doesn't have that sear plate. You don't have any open flame right underneath that oil. But you did want to keep an eye on it. I did have to turn it up high, like I said, to get it up to 350. And yeah, it worked fantastic. It actually does have a little smoky flavor. Look at that. Look at that. Move over, KFC. All right, I'm going to go enjoy these. You ever think you'd see fried chicken from a pellet grill? All right, thanks for checking this out. Hope you have a great day.